Welcome back in, Trey Lowell here with Lowell Productions. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the backpack to my left, you guys is right. It's a new release from the guys over at Nindurex, and in my past experience, I've really enjoyed their backpacks over the past few years. So we're going to have a long form discussion about the bag, using it both outside and inside, coming up next. Okay, so it's officially 2022. What are we looking for in a camera backpack? Well, I'll be honest with you, the first thing I'm looking for is a little bit of bang for the buck. This bag coming in roughly under $100, I want to say $85.99. That's a good start. Also, as someone that has owned several Nindurex bags over the years, let me just tell you, the one thing that I enjoy is that they're not too big, and on top of that, they hold the amount of gear that really I think most of us out there are going to need with us. So when it comes to this bag, it definitely looks more of like a street bag, not necessarily a camera bag, which I think is going to be a huge bonus because when you're kind of around out and about, people aren't going to know it's camera bag. Now obviously we have the ability to put a tripod on the side, and we have that little bitty clip that we could loop around of oversized tripod. I've got a mini one there, but it gives you a little bit of an understanding of what we've got going on. And then as we make our way to kind of like how comfortable this is, we have nice straps for the shoulders, and then we have some nice back pads, and then they're also split down the middle. That way you have a little bit of breathability and a nice leather handle, a little side pocket where you can quickly grab your camera. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive a little bit further into the camera bag. Woo! Okay, so hopefully that gave you guys a little bit of an understanding of the bag at this point. Obviously, it is hot and sunny out here in Florida, and you guys probably saw me earlier just sweating my you-know-what's off. Now that being said, I mentioned that I wanted to show you more of the bag, so we're in the studio. We've got the above angle, we've got the nice camera on here, and let's go through a little bit more in depth on this Nindurex bag. So we had our tripod, we mentioned that earlier. We've got our little pocket over here, which is going to be nice. You guys can see here, that could be for a water bottle if you wanted. Boom, it can go right there. Or we could take this other side here and do the same. And so water bottle, you're gonna be able to do either side. And then we will actually go ahead and take a quick little peek in here. Now I don't have a camera anymore because we're actually using all of them. Oh, I lied. I have my Lumix S5. So for most of you guys, this is a full frame camera. It's got its kit lens on here, but this little pocket is going to be nice for many people because it's going to be quick. Boom, if you're on the go, you just boom, pull it out, bam, you're ready to shoot. And on top of that, we've got some nifty little pockets here, which is also a nice little treat. And you know what? I'm gonna actually save this portion for last. We're gonna actually go up top here. Now, one thing I like about this particular area is just gonna be, it's up to you what you really wanna put in here. And sometimes it might be clothes, sometimes it's gonna be gear, but for this particular video, let me show you guys here. Boom, we come out of there. We've got our drone, DJI Mavic, boom. We've got it right there, so you guys can kind of get a glance that a drone can go up there. Not the most ideal spot, but it's definitely one of those spots that it's going to be able to go in your bag, no issues. Now, we also have a nice little zipper pocket here. Right now, I've just got some cables and things of that nature, but the longer that I have this bag, the more I'll probably start dumping stuff in there. Now, also, you can probably see right now that my laptop is right here. So you've got a nice little spot where it slides in, and I like that. I mean, if I needed to kind of go low, boom, we're in and out. It's not too hard. But I will say with last year's model, they actually had it zipped here, so it was kind of a little bit separate from this compartment. The only reason I like that is it would just take my computer and separate it from items like the drone and stuff and protect both of them. So if I was gonna knock one little thing, that's it. But it is kind of nice that boom, boom, you're there. It's all padded area in there, and then like you can see up top, we had the drone, we had the remote. There's so much more stuff can go in there. Clothes, whatever, you name it. And we will close it down there. We've got our little magnets here. I haven't tightened them or anything like that. But one thing I know is that you can fill this joker up to the point where it's just poofy. Boom. All right, so on top of that, I think you guys saw this padding earlier. You're getting an up close and personal view there. Definitely so you can breathe. It's nice here. Bags by itself is just not heavy at all. And then we'll start with the pockets. All right, so one thing I do like that they did this year, okay, so pockets right here are great. It used to just be one big pocket, so like this, boom, which I've got cords, cables, you can put memory cards, whatever you want in there. But they gave you these 2 extra pockets, which is kind of nice because what I do is I've got some more cables right there, which is nice. And we've got headphones, which is great. I like that they went ahead and created basically what used to be 1 pocket into 3, and then these being kind of separate from one another is just nice because you're going to be able to quickly put items in there that you're either going to use or quickly grab, and then you've got plenty of storage in here. Boom. Okay, so that gets that out of the way. These are magnetized. Boom, there you go. As far as the feel, the leather, all that good stuff on the bag, you know, from my experience with Endurex bags, like, I will show you guys here in just a second, but like, boom, I used this for a year, beat the crap out of it. Boom, until this Endurex bag arrived, this was the one I was using, beat the crap out of it. It's gone on tons of trips. And then before that one was even this one, beat the living snot out of it. Now on average, I use these for about a year. I haven't had any ripping or tearing unless it was 100% of my fault. And the only time I've ever had anything break would be right about here, and what I had is the bag got stuck on something. I'm a moron. I'm pulling. It snaps it. So, from my experience, I've gotten year, if not more, out of each one of these bags, and so I expect this bag to basically do the same thing. Kind of open it up here, and voila! I imagine up top, boom, you can see, and they did something a little bit different as well this year with this little packing area. It used to just be one big area, boom, which is a little bit of a cluster when you're trying to get a bunch of stuff in here. And now with the zipper, we've got slot 1, I've got pens, I've got a little lens cleaner, we've got more headphones. Then we've got in slot 2, we've got HDMI cord, we've got USB-C, and then we make our way all the way here. We've got an iPhone, we've got some batteries, and then little mic wind muffs and stuff. Earlier you probably saw this, but S5 fits in there nicely. You know, so most of you guys, if you're full frame shooters or whatnot, most of your cameras are going to fit in here. As far as the options go in regards to where your camera's going to go, this is pretty much your only option. Not a big deal because it works and fits, I would say, the vast majority of cameras. Unless you have like a super like 70 to 200, that ain't going to fit in there. But my 24 to 105, things of that nature, most class is going to fit. We make our way to this pocket up here. I've got the old Movo VXR10 Pro. That would be for my audio situation in regards to the camera. We've got an on-reel, so an action camera. Many of you guys are going to probably have GoPros. I don't blame you. And then we have, boom, a little pocket over here, which is nice. Just got the Canon Nifty 50 with my adapter, so that's going to be, you know, we have options here. Then we kind of make our way to another pocket here. Batteries for the S5. We've got our memory card slots. We've got a hard drive. Boom. Then we even have, for our laptop, of course, we have our MacBook charger. Gonna have to have that. Come here. Little battery bank, which is something I always take with me. We've got lavalier set. Boom. In that little pocket. And then, last but not least, we've got some filters. So, all that to be said, that gives you guys a glance into what can fit into this bag. Now, did I max it out? Not really. You know, overall, as far as what I think this bag is most useful for is just travel, quick situations. Like, are you going to put, you know, a ton of gear in here? For most people, probably yes. But if you're a part of a big production, what I find is, and this is what I personally do, I always carry my A-cam with me, plus glass, plus my batteries, plus my audio. And then what I typically do is like lighting and things that like, absolutely, if they didn't arrive, I could still perform the gig. So you would just find in a situation like if I were going to an event recap where all these items would be in there, mainly because I know that as long as I have this stuff and it's always with me and on me, that I'm good to go. So I think this is a perfect option for most people out there wanting to save some money, coming in under $100, who wants a bag that's going to last, you know, I'm guessing 99% of you guys, this bag's lasting a year or two at minimum. I would be naive to say that you might grow out of this bag, you might go into a different direction. Just in regards to, you might want to spend some serious cash which you can on some backpacks. But I think these are great bags for most of us out there, most shooters that are looking to save some money, are looking to get most of the kind of, you know, specifications, the little items here, whether it's pockets, whether it's the looks, whether it's the pads. You get it all coming in under $100. But shout out to Endurex as always for sending me this bag. Each year, I think we're going 3 years strong. And I mentioned earlier that we had last year's bag, boom. The year before that, bag, boom. And then this is like one of my OG bags, except for when Endurex used to be called Tubu. And that's still one of my like favorite bags of all time, but I actually broke it. But here's the deal. Shout out to those guys, and shout out to you for sticking around this long. If you want one of these bags, selfishly, I'm keeping this new one because I got to beat the living snot out of it. I've got to put it to the test and hopefully report back here in 6 to 8 months in regards to how it functioned. But if you want this guy, or this guy, and you happen to live in the United States, drop a comment in the comment section below why you'd want it, how you'd use it, and yeah. I'm going to pick somebody here. I'll give it a few weeks because I don't get a ton of views. But hey, that increases your odds. But as always, guys, it's Trey Lowell with Lowell Productions. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like the content I keep creating on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, drop a comment in the comment section below.